everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Jack Chang here and today we're going to do yet another property review. It is Novum at Bangsar South. So yes, Novum at Bangsar South is located right smack within Bangsar South. Towards my back, you can see all these high rise. All these are Bangsar South, yeah? And that's the link bridge that crosses across Federal Highway into Kerinci LRT station. Yeah, so very close to that link bridge here, and right behind me here, just right opposite the road, it's another project, YEAY Group. It's a office towers, 37 stories office towers. So once this is completed, it's gonna be massive. Yeah, it's going to be really convenient. Whoever is staying here, I'm sure you will appreciate. Demand, no problem. Yeah, because the whole Bangsar South, it's quite big, the population, the working population. I will share the details later inside my video. But yes, going back to Novum at Bangsar South, you have 3 towers actually. They are not connected, but because of the way it's positioned, right, it looks like it's connected, but it's not. Yeah. So at the front, you got Tower C, in the middle, slanted B, and the back A. And all of them are of the, various heights. The highest is 41 stories, lowest is 31, and then the middle is at 37 stories. Okay, so the smallest unit here is 600 plus square feet. There's a 1 bedroom and 1 bathroom, and the largest is 1400 at 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. So the facade's very interesting also. If you look at it, it's not standard. Yeah, it's not flat and monotonous like the one beside Sublink Subview is monotonous. This isn't. You know, it has a nice facade to it. Although I can't really show, too up close. Some have balconies, some of them no balconies, but yes, you have a very nice facade for this development. And yes, without further ado, because it's so noisy here, let's head in. Let's go. So we're going to walk in. So yes, that's the development Dual Tower by YEAY. And immediately once you walk in, right, you actually split. So this is for residents and the other lane is for visitors. So basically you have a guardhouse here. You can walk in freely, and this is because again it's a commercial title, right? You basically have retail lots, which we'll touch later as part of the facilities walkthrough. So walk in, no issue. You can walk right up to your lift lobby. So that's where they register. So this is for Tower B, Tower C, and the unit that we will be reviewing today is at Tower A. Let's go. Okay, so walking in, this is the lobby. So you've got some sittings here, quite nice. More sittings on this side, and this is the mailbox. Let's head up. Okay. To show more and more stuff. Let's go, let's go. Stepping out of the lift, we are on the 21st floor. So for this floor, you have a total of 8 units. Some floors have even less units, and that's because there are larger units or there are facilities like the Sky Deck, which we will visit shortly. So the layout is rather big and spacious, and even this area is huge. You know, again, we're only halfway, right? This block is 41 stories. Because of this huge area, right, it's rather bright, and of course the lights are also switched on. But all in all, decently bright. The block beside, that's block B. And look at the space in between. Block B is shorter. This is the intermediate one before block C. And hence a lot of light coming in, so it's not too dark. This is the unit that we will be reviewing. It's a type B4 with a build-up of 823 square feet, 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. So stepping in, it's our landing area. Very small area, possible to do a shoe cabinet if you want. Very thin one on this for your grill, but still nicely hidden, doesn't encroach into your door area, or main door area. So entering in, oh, this is a very nice unit. It's been fully furnished by the owner. You got your DB box. Not a big unit, hence it's only a single phase. You can tell. If it's 3 phase, you have 3, 1, 2, 3, but this only has 2. Yeah. And this is a telecommunication box, which means there are data points. Yeah. If you have this, usually you have data points, because this way you put your modem. If the modem and router is split, the modem is just here, and then the router you can place it at the data points on the wall. So I think there are 2. You can see there are 2. So there will be 2 data points throughout this house. Shoe cabinet, dining, so very small, compact, cozy unit. Washer dryer, there's no yard. This kitchen cabinet is provided by the developer. Electrolux, and then this oven also. Nice wall panelings. Very cozy unit. Relatively quiet, yeah. Even though we're just beside Federal Highway. There's Bangsar. There's the Kerinci police station right inside this building. This curvy highway that you see here is basically, let me check. Oh, this is the Duke Tree, recently opened, which is the Setia Bangsar Pantai Expressway. Let's see. So it's quite a number of records for this Setia Bangsar Pantai Expressway operating in Duke Tree. It's a elevated double decker something, but yeah, it's quite a nice highway in short. Okay, continuing on. Look at that decently nice house, 2x2, standard. Nothing really exceptional. This is the shared bathroom. It's rather big, large. I'll say the space was a bit dark, and that's because of the choice of the tiles that is used. Fittings, again, supposed to be a luxurious development. Kuala is a German brand, if I recall correctly. Roca. So Roca is from it's a brand from Spain, actually, Barcelona to be specific. And they actually started. It's more than 100 years old. The water closet also is by Roca. It's more than 100 years old. They started manufacturing iron heating elements, to heat up the homes within. Before they diversified to bathroom ware in 1929, if I'm not mistaken. Huge door. Where does this lead to? The aircon latch. Yes, so it's very nice. I like this aircon latch a lot, really, because it's safely secured. This is very, very important. Very, very important. Actually, all these outdoor compressors are actually huge, it's heavy. You'll be surprised by the weight of this. This is, if I were to guess, what, 15 kilos, 20 kilos? Yeah, so it's extremely heavy, and you imagine, right, a lot of places, sometimes they don't have proper areas, proper secured areas. So it's very risky. But this nicely secured here in this aircon latch. Yeah, that's the door. I'm not sure is it translucent, but even if it's translucent, it's likely translucent where it allows light in, but because I think we're rather low, so you don't get much light from that air well. The bedroom is the guest bedroom. So this is done by the owner. This built-in wardrobe, ceiling height. I'm not sure what this piece of land will be. Do you think it will be developed? Likely. If it remains like this, then, or if there's no high rise, then yes, it'll be really nice. This the view of this bedroom. And last but not least, the master bedroom. So 823 square feet, right? Some developments you can squeeze in 3 bedrooms, but again, because this is a high, more expensive, luxurious development, right? So they don't squeeze in that many rooms. Yeah. Again, 600, the smallest layout is 1 bedroom. So 800 plus, it makes sense, are all 2 bedrooms. There's a lot of space there. So laminated timber flooring. And this is the data point. Yeah, so there's one data point outside, and this is the other data point that you can put your mesh unit for whole home Wi-Fi coverage. Subscribe to Max Wi-Fi by Maxis. Guaranteed whole home Wi-Fi coverage, every corner of your house, including your bathroom, your toilet, wherever you want, as long as it's part of your room or part of your house. Yeah, then you can make sure that there is Wi-Fi, decent Wi-Fi again, and this is guaranteed. Yeah, or not, you can cancel the subscription. Look at that. So it's a lot of space, generous space. Yeah. Makeup table, but I would rather convert it to a study table. That'll be more practical. And this space behind here is huge. Oh my god. This is a bit of a... it's nice, but it's also underutilized in my opinion. You gotta do something here, this space here. I don't want to... Can this be a study area, potentially? Yeah. And this is the master bathroom. So you have a water heater built in above. Yeah. No rain shower though, but still okay in my opinion. Roca. And this is a nice sink. Look at that. Curve and the size. And behind there you have your water closet. Nice. All in all, a very nice, cozy unit. And this unit is for sale. If you're interested to get this unit, do reach out to Justin. His contact is below in the description. Or if you like this development, you absolutely want to get a unit here, be it for rent or sale, there are other units available. Do reach out to Justin. He has other units. Okay. Now that we've finished reviewing this unit, let's head down and check the facilities for Novum. Let's go. We kick off our facilities tour on the 33rd floor. So we basically have sky terrace. Not one, but 2 actually. We'll just check out one in. Yeah, so again, always units closer to the top, right? It's much brighter, especially this one. We got this sky terrace. There's a lot of light coming in. Look at that. This sky terrace reminds me of Central Suites. Small pockets of gardens, of spaces with greenery. But this is a much better execution for sure compared to Central Suites, in KL Central. And yes, let me just view So this is block B, and that's the other block, block C. Yeah. And you notice, right? You know, I was saying the facade, not all units have balconies, some units have balconies, so you see a very nice, interesting facade from an exterior. And even if you do stand there, right, you know, come out to your balcony, it looks so grand. You feel so grand because not every unit has a balcony. Yeah, look at that. So this sky terrace, not all blocks have it. This block has it. Block A. Block B doesn't have any sky terrace. And block C also you have some sky terrace. So it's not just on this floor. I think there are a total of 3 floors with this sky terrace. If I'm not mistaken, it's 33, 28 and 15. So let's just check out one more sky terrace to see if there's any difference compared to the highest one, which is open. This is the 15th floor. So there's another sky terrace also on level 28, but that's too close to 33. I don't think so there'll be any difference. Hence, I'm just going with this level 15. So there are 2 sky terraces here actually. Left, right. Look at that. So yes, I think I've seen actually a couple of dogs throughout this review. So I'm pretty confident that pets, dogs specifically, are allowed in this building. Yeah. So decent. Decent sky terrace, certainly better than the one at Central Suites. Yeah, and it's a couple of stories up. It's not just double volume. You see, it's let me see, three stories. Yeah, it's 3 stories. Quite bright, quite big. Certainly better executed than Central Suites. Okay, now let's head down to the main facility floor on, not before the main facility floor, sorry, ground floor. I think there's some stuff that I would like to show on the ground floor. Let's go. So we are back down on the ground floor. This is actually a space for a kindergarten. Not in operation yet. And again, this is one of the hardest business to execute. So look at the very nice patch of greenery here, grass. And from what I understand, this is actually a place that gets really busy in the evening with a lot of pets, dogs specifically, running around. So I'm not sure whether it's stated explicitly in the DMC, Deed of Mutual Covenants, but yes, a lot of pets, even big sizable dogs, proper breeds, that are owners or tenants. And then here, you got a reflexology path, sunken decks, twins, and then that glass door, basically that glass cubicle basically leads down towards the parking. So you got 2 levels of parking beneath, and of course you also got parking above between level 1 to level 5. And then towards the front, because it's a commercial title, hence you also have some retail, 2 or 3 lots of retail. Management office is located on the 1st floor, and yeah, it's only on the 1st floor, or rather that's the only facility that is on the 1st floor and accessible via a stairs. So this is the drop off. You turn around, the drop off for Tower A, some parking there to head down towards the parking here, B1. Yep. So yes, the nice stairs that you see there, right? That's basically the stairs leading up to the management office. And it's rather nice actually, the management office. We'll take a quick glimpse. These are 3 retail lots in total. 2 of them are operating. Basically, it's a convenience store. Both of them. 7-Eleven at the front, and this is Bila Mart. So yes, we just take a quick glance. Above this is Tower B, lobby, and this is Tower C. Look at that. Okay, before we go up, right, so towards the back here, You have the surround, male, female. A space for laundrette, again it's not operating. Surround, nothing particularly exciting. So yeah, let's head up. Take a glance at the management office. Okay. So yeah, look at that. Quite nice, right? Notice what? So yeah, that's it. Now let's head to the main facilities floor on level 6. That's the main bomb. Let's go. Stepping out of the lift, we are on the 6th floor, which is the main facilities floor. So quite a number of facilities. So immediately to my left, I have this gourmet living, and this is the only facility that is unfortunately locked. The others we shall be able to access. Yeah, just to give a glimpse. So basically you have an island in the middle, you can see, for food preparation with a hood and hob, kitchenette to the back. You have a foosball table and quite a fair bit of seating. Yeah. The one on the right looks like a dining table that can fit 12. Yeah, quite cool. And yes, there's another dining table towards the other end actually, you see, that fits 10. Yeah. Can't point it out. And of course, sofa, sittings. Besides this, other facilities are equally cool, business centers and so on. All those are open, so we'll be able to explore those. Herb garden. This is a play area, water play area. I don't see the button to activate it though. Oh, could be that. The switches there, the levers. Wading pool. So the wading pool is just beside the main swimming pool. I'll prefer if it's were to be connected, but still not too bad. Lounge. This is covered. This is open. Shower. Shower area there. And they have all these. Just rained last night, so it'll take quite some time for all this to dry. Small reflection pond. It'd be nice if the water is, moving as opposed to be stagnant like this. You see movement. This is the water here looks still though. Sunbathing decks all along. All in all, pretty nice, I would say. Okay, let's talk about the view too. So this is facing internally. That is towards KL. This is Bangsar South already, towards the back. And this is basically the whole part by UOA. Yeah, including your shopping malls, Sphere, and okay, I'm not sure if you can see. I want to show the link bridge which crosses over towards the other side. This building here is the building that houses the Kerinci LRT station. Yeah, it's within this commercial building. 2 cabanas. Forgot to talk about this side. And the jacuzzi. So let's see what is. Let me take. So that is the bridge which crosses into this whole big commercial area, right? All the office towers. Here say this has approximately 20,000 plus working professionals during the daytime. So that's the amount of volume of working professionals that you have here. The size of Bangsar South, and that's why this place commands a selling price of 1,000 1,000 ringgit plus minus per square feet. There are facilities on the mezzanine floor which we will visit. So this is a meditation deck. Turning towards the front. TM Tower, one of the more iconic towers, and this TM Tower has been here for quite some time. You have a helicopter pad at the top, so if you look from a distance, right, it's a very unique shape, like a parasail like that. The playground, kids playground. So Bangsar South, used to be Kampung Kerinci, where it's really a slumpy area in a way. Yes, this is what it used to look like. Yeah, pretty much like Mont Kiara. If you see one of my recent reviews, right, of this Inspirasi Mont Kiara, there's a lot of slums in between here and there. So Kampung Kerinci used to be like this 30 years ago, and it's only in the past 20-30 years, right, that all these commercials are coming up, all these high-rise buildings coming up. Prior to this, it's all slum. It's known as Kampung Kerinci, and it's only in the past 20 years or so called, they basically change it to Bangsar South. Oh, I like this. Look at the phrase. We don't stop playing because we grow old. We grow old because we stop playing. Nice. So there's a lot of all this inspiration, these are nice quotes here. And look at this, yeah, very relaxing walk. This is the business center. Okay, let's scan in. Okay, so if you want to get some work done, this is the place to be. The conference room here is locked, unfortunately. But if you look at the brochures, right, this is supposed to have teleconferencing functionality. Kitchenette, these are bathrooms, so I'm not going to make noise, someone's studying here. But basically, yeah, you got reading room, Wi-Fi is provided free. And this is, yeah, nice lounge. Okay, let me just turn on the lights. And at the back there, you basically have a meeting rooms, 2 meeting rooms, equal size, but this, you also have to book. Yeah, seats approximately 4. So quite cool. Someone's studying there, I don't know, disturb. Yeah. You have a TV here. You can hook it up. Okay, continuing on. Jogging trail. Okay, I'm not sure where's the jogging trail, but this place is called a jogging trail. Multi-purpose hall. Someone's using the multi-purpose hall. So let's see if we can get a glimpse from outside. Looks quite nice inside. Quite sizable. There's the tea house. Supposed to enjoy your tea. So this is actually the new Duke Tree Highway, if I'm not mistaken. Too many highways flying crisscross, right? So I also get confused which is which. BBQ pit. Sitting once you have your BBQ. So yeah, so this is the multi-purpose hall. Let me see if I can get a quick glimpse. Looks nice. It looks like solid timber flooring, and I like the I can't recall, forgot what's the name. This type of pattern, right, where they look, even a lot of quotes, random quotes even on the floor. More reflection ponds, but again it's steel, so that's the part is not so nice. Okay, so this is the front facing part. That's the LRT track, which ends up again the station's inside here, so you can get to that. I think it's approximately 800-900 meters, I think. This is the long walkway which terminates there, and then you can go up from here, this part here, walk across. Alternatively, you usually can go to the next station, which is the University LRT station, approximately 700-800 meters or so. And then further down that, the one on the ground, that's a federal highway. This is the Gourmet Living, and yes, this is where we came up from the lift. So we have completed the round. Okay, let's head up to the mezzanine floors. Few facilities on the mezzanine floors before we wrap up this review. So this is above the Gourmet Living room, which is locked. So you basically have an outdoor lounge. Probably just another quiet area to chill. Let's head to the next facility. So we're back at this swimming pool area, and we're going to head up towards this floating gym. Stepping off the lift, we are on 6M, 6 mezzanine. Oh, that's the dance studio. So there are people actually utilizing the dance studio, which is really cool and awesome, I feel. More often than not, it's not utilized, right? Gym. A lot of people in the gym. I'm not sure if I should step in. Maybe I should step in from the other end. You know, it's always not a nice thing, right? When you enter a place and you are recording people. So this is the gym. A lot of people working out. Look at that. Not too big. I think it's just nice in terms of the size. Yes, let me exit. I just can't. I don't want to disturb the rhythm, right? Another dance studio. There were 2 dance studios, so that's really quite cool. And this is a outdoor gym. I'm not sure it qualifies to be an outdoor gym. The equipment is there, but kickboxing gym, sorry, it's not outdoor gym. Outdoor gym is those. Actually interesting that they built this structure. I mean, this could be a standalone. I don't see really the need to have this connecting bridge. But yeah, this is outdoor gym. Oh, unless they wanted to utilize that lift there, because there's no lift from what I see. It's just a stairs on this side. But yeah, you could probably just do without the bridge, connecting bridge. Anyways, that sums up the review of this property. What do you think about this property? Let me know your thoughts and comments. And again, if you're interested to get a property I reviewed earlier, right, it's for sale. You can reach out to Justin. Or if you're interested to rent, again, this is a very hot property. Bangsar South property somehow is very, very hot. And that's because, of course, the close proximity to this huge commercial center. You know, the Bangsar South Commercial Center. And also, you have 2 LRT stations, which is, I would say, to me, in my opinion, still the main LRT line for Klang Valley, right? Because this is the one that leads a few stations. You lead down to KL Central, you know, and then further down you reach KLCC, yeah, and then of course all the way until that end goes to Bangsar Maju. The other extreme end, it goes down to the likes of PJ, and then now, you know, it makes a loop back towards Putra Heights, yeah, go down south. So yes, let me know your thoughts and comments in the section below. And if you have not smashed the like button, please do smash the like button, and feel free to share this video with your friends, families, or anybody who you think might find this useful. Last but not least, do subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks, bye!